So today, I searched up Plague Moth thinking, oh, you know what? I'm feeling kind of morbidly curious today. I watched some of these guys like Cold Raven, Disturbed Reality, and of course, today's subject, Plague Moth, the person who has decided to delete their channel, because that's what happened when I decided to search him up. I was like, damn, they're no longer there. It looks like he has deleted his channel because he has been in some big drama, including some stuff that I want to talk about, because I don't want to bandwagon. This is not the point. I don't want to bandwagon and jump on everyone's side, because I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Even though I kind of did that against Seth the programmer, Seth the groomer, Seth, whatever you want to call him. Just call him Seth the loser. I already talked and gave my opinions on that, but for this one, it's a lot more complicated, I guess, because I can understand both sides of the party. Now, of course, I will say that Plague Moth, in the end, is in the wrong, and I do understand why people don't like him, and I can also understand why Plague Moth did what he did. Though we'll talk about everything. So, number one, he has deleted his channel. Now, why has he deleted his channel? Because a bunch of people have called him out, where he claimed certain stuff, saying he didn't sell gore to anyone and profiting off of gore and all this and that, which I think, to be honest, it's illegal. So you shouldn't do it, right? Like, I guess it's illegal and also morally wrong, right, to do that type of stuff. Unless you're the person looking to get it through you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to publicize it and make it public and like, hey, bro, get my thing. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make bread. More like the more low key stuff where you have to go find it yourself and purchase it through sketchy sort of way. So to see Plague Moth doing it the way he did with the Patreon stuff and the Discord stuff and all that, I always thought, I was like, I hate gore. I hate watching it. I think it's disgusting, right? So I just hate watching gore. I really do. However, the matter of whether we sell it, yes, but the people who buy it is the real problem. Like, this is why I have to play devil's advocate, right? While I could see why people say that's wrong for doing what he did and selling gore, especially the one where the 15-year-old girl got killed and stomped on, and now everyone can see that. I agree. All that Daisy's destruction, like all the CP stuff, none of that should be touched at all. But in terms of everything else, if he's gonna sell that, and because I thought they were saying that he was selling his reaction to the gore, which is also technically him selling the gore because you could also access it too. I think that's okay, because people, it's up to the choice whether you want to go find it yourself and buy it. When it comes to the more, really horrible gore, but at least it's not involving children in it, right? I think it's more to the people who are just grotesque and are just degenerates who go and buy that stuff and they look at it, including you, Plague Moth. I mean, I'm not going to say that for Disturbed Reality and my boy Cold Raven, because my boy Cold Raven, he been putting in that work. He's been gone for a long while now on YouTube, hasn't really been active, but that's not what I'm talking about. Okay. For the people who actually want to look at an uncensored version of the gore, a reaction to the person, that's like really messed up, because you know how you'll watch a video first and then you'll go to your favorite reactor to see their reaction to it. Well, that's understandable because you want to see their reaction to it. Now, my question is, why would you want to see a reaction to gore to somebody else's reaction to it, again, especially someone who likes to play around and humor the stuff when it comes to gore and stuff? I think I could see how that would rub people the wrong way. Definitely, I could see how that would rub people the wrong way. Of course, rest in peace to everybody in those videos that were involved in it. Unless, of course, they deserved it, and in that case, then they might have gotten what they deserved. But that's neither here or there. Now, in terms of the way he presents the gore and how he reacts to it, edgy people, right, that make the edgy jokes and they're edgelords, and they've seen a lot of a lot of stuff, right? They've seen a lot. I can understand why people don't like the way he reacts, because it's like very insensitive and he's doing it in a jokey way and this and that. But I always found it was like more of the, in a weird way, it was like entertainment slash I'm trying to do this to uplift the spirit, so we're not taking this super seriously and you guys don't feel bad even if you didn't see the uncensored version of it. Because most of the videos that I would watch, I would just be like, damn, that sucks. I would never watch the uncensored version of it ever. Just the audio itself is horrible and terrifying, and I don't want it. Yeah, I just don't want to see it. So in terms of that, I can understand why he does that, and I can understand why people get mad. But me personally, I think people took it a little bit too far when it came to how he reacted to those stuff. Now, and then they're saying, well, it makes the community look bad because we don't react the way he does. Okay, well, sure, he can be an outsider, but I don't think we should enforce that rule on every single person, right? Unless it's just like an unspoken rule where we should be respectful towards the dead. Now, I could see that. But at the end of the day, it's like pick your poison, right? You want the Plague Moth instead of Disturb Reality and Cold Raven because, you know, he reacted differently to the stuff than you would. Trust me, I know because I've watched all three, so I understand. If you're going to say otherwise, like, no, I only watch Cold Raven, or no, I only watch Disturb Reality, any other YouTubers who covers like gore and stuff, okay, sure, I'll give you that. But for me personally, that's just how I feel about that. You guys took it a little bit too far. And the last thing that I want to say is, oh, by the way, if it's true that he ever watched the Daisy's Destruction and all that like CP stuff or, you know, whatever, I mean, disgusting, but I honestly personally don't think he's that type of person to do it. So that's out of the question. But anyways, on to the last thing that I wanted to talk about. This man, Plague Moth, is very unhinged when it comes to being that type of person where he can do stuff and others can't. And blah, blah, blah. I saw that firsthand whenever I was looking at stuff while I was still a fan, you know, while his channel was still up, talking about all his haters are transphobic and all this stuff. But it's like people are truly criticizing you, and what, you're going to call them haters, criticize, and then try to do, you know, try to take down people's channels, GoFundMes and all this and that. And these guys really have the evidence on you, bro. They got the paperwork on you, my guy. Like, there's nothing that you could do to fight that. You know, you could have just kept doing your own thing, but I guess. Also, you won't let them release the evidence full of the drive publicly because you decided to put a privacy complaint. Understandable, though. I wouldn't want all that bad stuff to get on me, too. Especially stuff that I can't refute. You know, at least you didn't try to pull a Seth the Groomer and try to say, well, I'm bad, but everyone around me is even worse. And here's why. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But if he ever did watch the like I said, if he ever watched all that stuff and he has, you know, the CP and all that, like, yeah, bad person, horrible. I disregard everything I said, but you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but the other thing is, I remember when he made that video talking about, yeah, I've came out, you know, I'm an ally, this and that. I'm like, okay, you know, I respect that he kind of looks like that type of person. And then, you know, not to make it like that sort of thing, but I guess now we're going to have to get into it. He became gender fluid, or she, or I don't know who. I'm going to call him a he because he looks like a man. And so I will just refer to him. No disrespect. I don't know what you want to be called at this very moment, sir, but I am not going to participate in this charade. So, Mr. Plague Moth, when you dropped that video, I was like, oh, well, you know, now, if he were to ever get hate, not only, and I remember also, whenever he was getting hate, he'd be like, I'm doing this for my kids. I'm making these videos for my kids, this and that. You guys are trying to take the livelihood out of my family. It's like, you know, I kind of respect the hustle, but at the same time, the way you're doing it's like pretty weird. You know, at least people outside of the work have jobs or something, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, something. It's just kind of weird. And then you have like a Discord. It's so weird, bro. It's so weird. I can't really defend this guy, you know? So everything I'm saying, like, it's just like, yeah, this is where the dog pile is going to start happening. And, now that you have that excuse where you have children, right? And I guess not really too many people outside of the space has that, or maybe no one has at all, right? Not only that, but also you are part of the LGBTQIA whatever plus crap, and now you have an excuse where, well, if someone's hating on you, just call them transphobic. And what was I talking about in my YouTube channel? I hate when people have these arguments and stuff where they pull out the Uno reverse card, bitch. You are hating on me. I am gender fluid, therefore you're a transphobic piece of shit. Even though the evidence is right there and we're not hating on you because you're transphobic. Really, buddy? If you guys need to watch a full deep dive explanation of what happened, I'll link the video in the description. It's titled Why Plague Moth Needs to Be Stopped. Yeah, homie, I don't know what's going on. Maybe my YouTube taste is just whack because this is the second YouTuber this year to get exposed badly. And hopefully no other YouTubers get exposed for being pieces of garbage or just terrible human beings. So yeah. Ethically, what Plague Moth was doing, it wasn't good, you know. I'll say that, you know, but also I mean, nobody told him to buy the stuff. Nobody told, like, you know, nobody told these guys, like, you guys have to buy this stuff. I will say, the people that are supporting these people are in the wrong too. Because they are the ones contributing to all the bad shit. It's not like it's just this guy's botting viewers and they're buying his shit. Like, that would be impossible, right? Like, that wouldn't be possible. It's yeah, one of those things where dude gets exposed, he doesn't really want to fight back, he doesn't delete his channel. But you know, it's cool. I'll just watch other channels from now on, and I like Disturbed Reality's content instead. It's just the only reason I really watch Plague Moth, to be honest. This is literally the only reason, was because he would watch the uncensored version. Like, you could actually watch along, you know, I mean, in a censored way, not uncensored. You know, you'd watch it in a censored way. You could still hear the video. You don't actually have to go to a website and watch it yourself. And, you know, you could experience it. Maybe the guy tells you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I know there's another German YouTuber who does that, but he said that he doesn't want to do that anymore. And I understand why. I wouldn't want to do that for a career path anyways. Not like I don't think that could get you very far, but, you know, I think that's it from me. You know, hopefully this, you know, when we start doing the NSFL iceberg, I'm going to start charging people millions of dollars for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we're starting to get a little bit too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just donate to my Patreon if you support my work, and that's about it. Let's just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? If you need to hustle to provide for your family, and this is what I'm going to say about that situation. If you're going to provide, saying, oh man, never have to worry about what you're going to, why not just work a normal job? Why not just work 2 jobs? And why is your wife not helping you? Which, by the way, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. You're not an ugly looking dude. You're not a bad looking dude. I mean, it's too late now and you're committed to it. And I'm going to say this as a joke. So don't harass me, bro. All right. But you could have done better. Your wife is, definitely not up to your standards, my guy. But that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Without, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's not get any more personal than that. And with that being said, I will see y'all later. Plague Moth, my boy. Go get a second job. You feel me? I mean, now you got to. Whatever you got to do to take care of your family. But this was not the way, Chief. You got exposed hard. Combine that with your poor handling of the internet, and this is what the result is. So yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Peace out.